Hello, everybody. It's me again, Russell Mills. It is May 10th. It is May 10th, um, 2019. I want to ask everybody, it's Friday, does anybody really know the meaning of Mother's Day? Like, I always hear people always saying to the mothers, all these little pagan holidays that we have, do people even really do the history and know anything about it? It's just, you know what I mean? Or do they just say, oh, happy Mother's Day just to say Mother's Day? It says the American incarceration of Mother's Day was created by Anna Jarvis in 1908 and became an official U.S. holiday in 1914. Jarvis would later denounce the holiday's commercialization and spent the later part of her life trying to move it from the calendar. So I'm gonna just see this. And it says another thing too. Establishment of holiday. See, the modern holiday of Mother's Day was first celebrated in 1908 when Anna Jarvis held a memorial for her mother as the St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Grafton, West Virginia. St. Vincent's Methodist Church now holds the International Mother's Day Shrine. And it says who is Anne Marie Jarvis. She was born on May 1st, 1864. She died November 24th, 1948. Was the founder of the Mother's Day holiday in the United States. And it says the first Mother's Day, thinking of all the work the mothers do in raising their children. Mothers need to be celebrated. President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed May 9th, 1914, the first Mother's Day. The first Mother's Day. So I'm just okay. Let me just see this. How did Mother's Day begin? Just, like I said, Mother's Day started as an anti-war movement. Anna Jarvis is the most often credited with founding Mother's Day in the United States, designed as a second study in May by President Woodrow Wilson, like I said, in 1914. Aspects of that holiday has since spread overseas, something mingling with local traditions. I want to just see. This is why I love the internet, because it says 7 things. Hold on, if I can. 7 things that you didn't know about Mother's Day's dark history. The holiday started as an anti-war statement, but battles over who owned Mother's Day kept coming. Since Mother's Day seems harmless enough, treat moms to brunch, buy flowers, good times. But the story of the modern holiday, which is celebrated this Sunday in the United States and many other nations, is rife with controversy, conflict, and communism. Run amok. Some strange but true facts you probably don't know. Mother's Day started as an anti-war movement. Anna Jarvis is most often credited as the mother. Let me see if everybody can see this young lady. Probably not. Okay, Anna Jarvis. Okay, I believe that's who she is. It says, designed as the second Sunday in May by President Woodrow Wilson in 1914. Aspects of the holiday have since spread overseas. Sometimes mingling with local traditions. Jarvis took great pains to acquire and defend her role as mother of the Mother's Day. Jarvis took great pain to acquire and defend her role as mother of the Mother's Day and to focus the day on children celebrating their mothers. Read more about Mother's Day early years. It says, but others had the idea first with different agendas. This is Julia Ward Howe, better known for writing the Battle Hymn of Republic, promoted a Mother's Peace Day beginning in 1872. For Howe and other anti-war activists, including Anna Jarvis, Mother's Day was a way to promote global unity after the horrors of American Civil War and Europe Franco-Prussian War. Howe called for the woman to gather once a year in parlors, churches, or social halls to listen to sermons, presents, essays, singing hymns, or pray if they wished, all in the name of promoting peace. Says Catherine, I don't even know, say A, an historian at West Virginia Wesleyan College and author Memorizing Motherhood, Anna Jarvis and the Struggle for Control of Mother's Day. This is several American cities included Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago held annual June 2nd Mother's Day services until roughly 1913. See the national photographers' favorite photos of their moms. Since these early Mother's Days movement became popular only among peace activist groups and faded when promoters took center stage. Number two, a former football coach promoted an early version of Mother's Day and was accused of kidnapping the holiday. Frank Herring, a former football coach and faculty member of the University of Notre Dame, also proposed the idea of Mother's Day before Anna Jarvis. In 1904, Herring urged an Indianapolis gathering of Fraternity Order of Eagles to support setting aside one day in the year as a nationwide memorial to the memory of mothers and motherhood. See pictures of animal mothers and their babies. Herring didn't suggest a specific day or month for the observation, though he did note a preference for Mother's Day falling on Sunday. Local areas of the Fraternity Order of Eagles took up Herring's challenge. Today, the organization still bills Herring and the Eagles as the true founders of Mother's Day. Ann Jarvis did not like the thought of Mother's Day having a father in Herring. She blasted him in an updated 1920 statement entitled Kidnapping Mother's Day. Will you be an accomplice? This is, do me the justice of refraining from furthering the selfish interest of this claimant, Jarvis wrote, who is making a desperate effort to snatch from me the rightful title of originator and founder of Mother's Day, established by me after decades of untold labor, time, and expenses. And this woman's name, Antone, I forget, I don't can't even say her name, says that Jarvis, who never had children, was acting partly out of ego. Everything she signed was Anna Jarvis, founder of Mother's Day. It was who she was. FDR designed a Mother's Day stamp, or at least he tried. Woodrow Wilson wasn't the only president to put his stamp on Mother's Day. Franklin Delano Roosevelt personally designed a 1934 postage stamp to commemorate the day. This is the president co-opted a stamp that was originally meant to honor the 19th century painter James Abbott McNeill Whistler and featured the artist's famed Whistler's Whistler's mother portrait of Anna McNeil Whistler. FDR surrounded the ironic maternal image with the dedication in memory and honor of the mother of America. So Anna Jarvis didn't approve of the design and refused to allow the words Mother's Day to appear on the stamp, so they never did. Overall, she thought the stamp ugly. Since Mother's Day founder hated those who fundraised off the holiday. Since Mother's Day early years, some groups have seized on it as a chance to raise funds for various charitable causes, including Mothers in Need. Anna Jarvis hated that. She called all those charities Christian pirates. Today, most of us would think it was wonderful to use the day to raise funds to support poor mothers or families of World War I veterans or another worthy group, but she hated them for that. Much of the reason why is that in the days before charity watchdog organization, Jarvis simply didn't trust fundraisers to deliver the money to the people it was supposed to help. She resented the idea that profiteers would use the day as another way of making money. The mother of Mother's Day lost everything in fight to protect her holiday. It didn't take long for Anna Jarvis' Mother's Day to get commercialized, with Jarvis fighting against what it became. To have Mother's Day, the burdensome, wasteful, expensive gift day that Christmas and other special days have become, it's not our pleasure, she wrote in the 1920s. If the American people are willing to protect Mother's Day from the hordes of money schemers that would overwhelm it with their schemes, then we shall cease having a Mother's Day, and we know how. Jarvis never profited from the day, despite ample opportunities afforded by her status as a minor celebrity. In fact, she went broke using what money she had battled the holiday's commercialization. In poor health and with emotional stability in question, she died penniless at the age of 84 after living the last 4 years of her life in Marshall Square, San Antonio. Marshall Square. It says courts heard custody battles over Mother's Day. Anna Jarvis always considered Mother's Day her intellectual and legal property and wasn't afraid to lawyer up its defense. She included a warning of some of the Mothers International Association press release. Any charity, institution, hospital, organization, or business using Mother's Day names, work, emblem, or celebration for getting money, making sales, or on printed forms should be held as imposters by proper authorities and reported to the association. So it's difficult to determine from scattered court documents just how litigious Jarvis was, but in 1944, a Newsweek article reported that she once had as many as 23 stimulations pending Mother's Day lawsuits. It says flowers are original tradition that endures sort of. The white carnation, the favorite flower of Anna Jarvis's mother, was the original flower of Mother's Day. The carnation does not drop its petals, but hugs them to the heart as if it dies. And so too, mothers hug their children to the heart, but the mother's love never dies, Jarvis explained in a 1927 interview. The most popular flower choice seems today to be the mother's favorite. A lot of stuff over here. See, this is why. Hold on. It says about 69% of Americans will send moms flowers, and 36% plan to buy mom jewelry. So this is not about history. It's about now. Objections and charity fundraising, commercializing has become absolutely nothing. Mother's Day spending this year will top $23 billion, according to the National Retail Federation annual Mother's Day spending survey. To me, I'm going to say this. I feel like, yes, there are a lot of mothers out there that work hard, raise kids, do what they have to do. And I get it, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that a lot of people commercialize these holidays and make them into commercials and try to make money off of everything. That's all this world's based off of is money. Money and motives, and building brands and motivate, you know what I'm saying, and just having motives. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, but I think a lot of people, they don't know because they don't read, or some of them are lazy. And like I said, now that you have the internet everywhere now, all you have to do is just, you know what I mean? Just go on, online and just check out some stuff and that's it. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell people all the time, go online as people do, don't just bullshit around, let's check stuff up this and see who, what stuff is like this, you know what I mean? But, I wish people would understand it's very simple, but at the same time, you know what I mean? But I just want people to understand that, this is a beautiful thing, the internet. I'm not a big computer person like that because I'm not. But I'm just going to say to everybody, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's Russell Mills, May 22nd, 2017. And my first video is called Why Black People Settle for Less. And I'm going to say this. I feel like sometimes they venerate these women, these mothers, to a high level like God. And you shouldn't, especially on Mother's Day. Yes, mothers go through the suffering. Yes, mothers get pregnant. Mothers, can die. Their babies can die at birth. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying all that. But, I just feel like sometimes they try to venerate these women to a high level like God. And it's nobody should be in that type of status ever. But feel free to check out my video again, Russell Mills, May 22nd, 2017. All right, take care. God bless. Bye.